Hello, my name is Ben Alexander, and I have autism. I kept thinking, what motivational message would be appropriate for this week? What video would resonate with people the most right now in the world we live in? It's just how to handle stress, how to handle stress when exhaustion, really to handle stress when you're exhausted and tired and stressed. That's honestly, if I'm honest with you, that's how I feel right now. I'm very tired, I'm very stressed. I do like my job. I'm getting better and better at the job, but it's very tiring. I worked like 20 hours in 2 days, which is a lot. And I've never worked that hard, like ever. But I will say the paycheck's going to be bigger. That's the good sign. And I also got good things going on. I have another YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, podcast, website, Ben's Allergy and Restaurant Reviews. I've talked about it on the channel before. I have food allergies, and I decided to in addition to this channel, have a food allergy advocacy / sharing my story type of thing, reviewing restaurants, reviewing products, testing them or trying them out, see if they're good, food allergy education stuff. I'm just trying to. That was the world I had first because I started this channel in June of 2024. So I've been at the Ben Has Autism YouTube channel for over a year now. But before that, Ben's Allergy and Restaurant Reviews, I started at November 2023. So I already had a head start, and I'm always innovative and always trying to come up with something else. Like 2023 was Ben's Allergy and Restaurant Reviews. I think I got Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews idea. It's like, why don't I post on social media? And then, I was talking to my parents, and they're like, well, you got to make sure you're insured. And, I was at college at the time. It's like, let's get through college and then do it, all that stuff. So I ended up waiting until November 2023 because I graduated in May of 2023. And then I kept in the summer trying to do some business plans to get started, just to make sure. I wanted to plan everything out beforehand. And honestly, as a content creator, just start. Like, you're not going to get famous post one. You're just not. Unfortunately, unless you're extremely lucky. Like, extremely lucky. Like, it's very, 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 very rare. And the best thing if you want to become a content creator is just start posting. And I know I don't have a big channel. I know. But at least I'm posting, and I'm at least trying to build something. And that's all you can do at the end of the day. I can't make anybody subscribe to me. I can't make anybody share videos. I'm just trying to be myself and bring the best value I can to the viewer, the listener, as I possibly can. But yeah, and obviously sharing my life as an autistic person, and letting people know that they're not alone, and we're all in this together. And I'm always honestly looking for a world of inclusivity, and where autistic people and non-autistic people are alike, where we can get along and we can understand each other's differences, and there's peace among every person. That's kind of the goal of this channel as well. But yeah, anyway, I got a brand deal with Fig for the Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews. And then my parents have helped me book vacations through my travel agency, Ben A Travels. I've also started that this year too, so it's like basically 2023 was Ben's Allergy Rush Reviews, 2024 is Ben Has Autism, and Ben A Travels was 2025, early 2025. Well, I technically decided it at the end of 2024 because at that time I was unemployed. And I do have an unemployment journey. Because let's see, I got fired from Ocean at October of 2024, October 15th, 2024. And then basically, the day after Memorial Day, I was unemployed until the day after Memorial Day. And the day after Memorial Day was the flower warehouse that I'm currently employed at right now. And I will say I'm very grateful to be able to have a stream of money coming in. And yeah, I'd say I'm thankful to have that stream of income coming. I know it's stressful and exhausting because I'm just saying I got a lot on my plate right now. And like I said, when your energy runs out, it seems like my favorite habit is to start scrolling social media. I'm sure a lot of you are very similar in that too. Or you just, basically I scroll social media when I don't have any energy. I just like scroll social media. Just to kind of numb the stress a little bit. Seems like even though some of the time social media can increase the stress, but other times it can decrease the stress. It all depends on what you're looking at on social media. And that's why viewing good stuff on social media is very, very important. That's going to help your mental health not worsen it. It's going to help you bring clarity to issues and encourage you to keep going instead of wanting to give up. And I know that it can be difficult to find creators that are relatable, but there are out there. There are great, I definitely know there are great content creators, and that's why I've started this. Is like, I've realized that, there's a lot of inauthenticity on social media and YouTube and all this other stuff. And I just want to be a voice of reason. And I want to be the most relatable person I can be to you guys. Not for views or attention or anything, even though I would sure like it. But that's not the main reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm here to, tell people about autism and basically share my life, my experiences and my life as an autistic person. And like I said, I know that there are areas I can get better at. 100%. I know there are areas I can get better at. When it comes to being a YouTuber. There are definitely more video ideas I haven't thought about. That's why if you have any video ideas, please leave them in the comment section. And I would love to be able to incorporate videos and make videos out of your suggestions, because I've done it before and I'm not afraid to do it again. And the stress and the tiredness is, in June I had a car accident, but yeah, the hand that I got broke, like it's barely recognizable now. Like I said, my injuries have basically been healed. It's been incredible. Like I said, I'm pretty much 100% after the accident. Every once in a while I have back sores, but like I said, I feel back to my old self from the accident. Moving on from it. And we're just going to continue to try to improve on doing what I'm supposed to do on a daily basis. Just trying to be a normal human being that's compassionate and understanding to others. and also cares about people and, you know, has a purpose for life. And I will say, there are days, a lot of days, where it's like, man, is this working? Like, do people care about my content? Am I really making a difference? I do wonder that sometimes, because, and that's why I say, you know, the views and attention would be awesome, because I'd feel like I'd make the impact on you guys, because you guys control the algorithm. You know, you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. You know, YouTube is gonna push out more of those videos that have high attention rates. And yeah, those are the type of videos, you know, I'd like to do, because again, my goal is to make an impact for media. And I have a media degree from Mount Vernon Nazarene University. I've always enjoyed media. There's a reason why I studied it at college. But, you know, I'm a 25-year-old trying multiple things, multiple businesses, multiple jobs. Honestly, I don't know what's going to work, what's going to make me have full-time income. And not to mention that I keep seeing YouTube videos about how robots are going to take over everything, and social media posts. That's kind of concerning too. You know, we have inflation going on. I mean, we have a bunch of stuff going on in our country of America right now. It's kind of stressful, and the job market seems to be shrinking too. That's why I'm so thankful I got that job at the flower warehouse. Because yeah, I was really struggling for 7 months to find a position. You know, companies weren't reaching out to me, ghosting me, or leaving me to dry, or delaying the response. Be like, oh, we still haven't made a decision yet. It's like, you told me you were going to make a decision by this date, and now you're telling me you need more time. And then they never call me back. So it's like, okay then. You know, it's a brutal job market out right there right now. And I'm 25 years old, and I'm trying to figure out, how do I make a career to where I can make a livable wage? That's kind of where I'm trying to find right now, is find a job with a livable wage. Find a career that's a livable wage, to where I can pay my bills, because obviously that's extremely important. Because if you can't pay your bills, you're going to be homeless. But honestly, I'm able to take care of my bills because I do live with my parents. I'm thankful for that, obviously, because they'd be homeless. But yeah, I mean, I would like to obviously be independent. And I know my parents want me to be independent. They're willing to take me in as long as I need to, but they do want to see me make a good amount of income, make a good amount of money, and be in a stable financial situation. That's really the goal of my parents, and that's the goal of myself too. And yeah, you know, I'm just trying to figure out. Well, you know, I told you I was tired, but just trying to figure out what my next steps are, because that's where the stress comes in, and I'm tired because it just feels like you have to work 80 hours to even break even. You know how crazy that is? 80 hours a week to break even. Like, with the salary I make, and, you know, like I said, I make $17.09 an hour. And again, I'm thankful for the job. I do have that on my side at least. But I am a beginner level, so, and I'll get a raise every 3 months, 30-cent raise every 3 months for the job, so that's good. But the thing is, the $17 an hour, I think part of it's inflation, where it's like, I wish we'd make $17 an hour affordable to live, you know what I mean? Like, you could pay a house payment, an apartment payment, wow, and saving money. Because that's the thing right now, that it's kind of struggling with employers and, job seekers. It's like we're all trying to find the employees want to pay an affordable wage that doesn't break their pocket, or the employers are trying to pay the employees within a budget that fits in their business, because a business is trying to grow profit. That's the whole point of a business. And an employee is trying to make as much money as they can to provide for themselves, their families, whatever, girlfriends, whatever they got going on in their lives. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, it just seems like everything's out of whack right now. And I hope someday that the politics get better, and these politicians actually make things more affordable for Americans and even anybody else in the world. Because I've seen posts on Instagram where Canadians are struggling, they're struggling with the same stuff we are. Like, it seems like everybody's struggling with high rent prices and inflation, and the wages aren't keeping up with inflation and all that stuff. And I think that's becoming a huge problem, and that adds to my stress too. Is I just want to be able to have job security too. And I know I'm in the 90-day period window that they have, and I'm just praying to God that I can survive that window and that I meet the quotas. But I am getting faster and faster, and I think I'm going to meet the quotas. I'm confident I can meet the quotas. And when I meet the quotas, I definitely am praying that I have good job security at the flower warehouse. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I think there are a lot of positives I gotta say about the job at the flower warehouse. It's given me an opportunity to prove to other employers and, to other people and to them, and even my former employers in Motion, who fired me after 2 months, that I'm actually a loyal, good employee if you just treat me right, and if you train me correctly, give me a shot, I'll be good. That's all I'm hoping that this job can prove. I'm trying to prove myself at this job, and that's the attitude I'm coming on with. And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about this video. And make sure you get enough sleep to try to not be as tired. But sometimes that's hard. Especially I work second shift now. It used to be mid shift, but now I'm working mid shift or second shift, which is like 3 o'clock till, if it's a busy day, we don't get out till like 1:30. So in the morning. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do. Yeah, so it's kind of, sometimes it's a little hard to adjust to that schedule, and I think that's why I say I'm tired, because I'm still adjusting. I feel like I'm still adjusting to that schedule, but I think in a month or two I'll be fine, like I'll be used to it. So yeah, I don't see any problems necessarily in the future when it comes to that, and I'm just hoping I can keep the job and yeah, just keep showing up to work and meeting their quotas and being loyal to them, and you know, asking questions, and listening to their advice, and all those types of things, and just learning the job, those type of things. And yeah, I'd say that's about it. Trying to do things that a good employee does. you know so yeah, I'm trying to encourage you guys to find a job you enjoy, start a business, do something you enjoy in life, because life is definitely too short, and you don't want to be spending, at least for me, I'm probably spending at least 40 years in a career field, because I think you could start getting Social Security or something at 65. Like, a lot of people retire, and I don't know the retirement stuff, but I think 65 is the golden age where people decide to retire. you know. So yeah, it's like I got 40 years, because I'm 25. I got 40 years, 40 years before I retire. So it's like, what am I going to do within those 40 years that will produce end results that will really just give me something I can enjoy and make money out of it. The best thing in life is, when it comes to careers, finding a career that makes you a lot of money and you love doing it. Like, it literally doesn't even feel like work. You're just enjoying life, doing the thing that you're doing. That's called winning life, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. It is difficult, for sure, but yeah. So, what about you? How do you deal with stress? How do you deal with being tired? Give me suggestions and insight in the comment section if you like. And that's really all I have to say for this video. I do appreciate you watching till the end of this video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn on your YouTube notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. And also, don't forget to share this with anybody you think that would enjoy my videos. And I appreciate you sticking to the end. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.